Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, and today I am here to do another Where Are They Now video. Now I missed the one from last month just because I've been really crazy busy, and by the time I thought about doing one I kind of just didn't feel like it, and then I looked at my favorites from August of 2012 and they really weren't that impressive, so I just decided to skip it. But this month I am back, and so I'm looking again back at my September 2012 favorites and telling you how I feel about them now. So of course I will leave the link to the original video down below. It's not my best quality, but if y'all interested in seeing, you know, how I raved on about these things back then check out that link below. So the first item I mentioned in that video was my MAC Face and Body Foundation in the color N7. And I still have it. I still love it. This is actually, I think it's the same bottle, and I'm almost done. I really should try to like use this up just because I'm like all the way down here. I only have a tiny bit left, but I do have another bottle already because I think they were discontinuing the big bottles of this in this shade, so I bought a backup at that point that I haven't opened yet. So I have another bottle. This is something that I still use. I use it more so in the winter just because in the summer my skin tends to get a little bit more oily, and so this is a dewy foundation as it is already, but I do still use this. This is one of the foundations that I use on a pretty regular basis. The next item that I talked about was the Urban Decay Naked Palette, and when I watched my video talking about this, at that time I was saying, oh, I've had this palette for a while but I've really been using it lately and I still have it. So this is what it looks like. I know you all have seen it, but just as I loved it back then, I still love it today, and I don't use it as much, I will say that, but I think it's more so due to the fact that I have so much more eyeshadow than I had back then, and so I keep buying new stuff and I use up my new stuff, or use my new stuff because it's new and I need to play with it. And this is kind of like sits on the back burner, but I do pull it out from time to time. Whenever I have a friend that comes over and wants to do their makeup, this is the one I pull out for them. So yeah, this is still a very, very good palette. It's definitely my favorite out of the Naked palettes, and if you don't have it, where have you been? But anyway, but yeah, for real, if you don't have it, you really should get it. I still think it's probably my favorite neutral palette still after all this time. Still travel with it a lot as well. The next thing I mentioned was a blush, and this is by MAC. It's called Format. And what's crazy is, like, a couple days ago I was thinking about this blush and thinking I should pull out and wear it, and then I decided to do this video and watch the video, and I was raving up about this blush. So I haven't worn this in a while, but I do plan on putting it to use this week, just because, like I said, I did think about it and I do like it. Let me try to swatch it for you. It kind of looks boring because it's a brown blush and it's technically a frost, but it really doesn't look super frosty on the cheeks. It kind of just gives you that bronzy type glow. And yeah, so I'm probably gonna wear this at least this weekend, you know. Might put it on tonight. But yeah, I really like this blush, so I'm glad that I watched this video because it just convinced me even more that I need to pull it out again. The next item that I talked about was the brow pencil, and this is by Milani. This is the EasyBrow, and I still have one. I used to use this all the time. Like, this was my go-to brow product. So I still have this in my stash, but I don't use it, to be completely honest. I just keep it just in case I run out of my current brow pencil and I need a pencil. So if y'all been watching my videos, then you probably know that on a daily basis I use Anastasia Dip Brow, but if I'm in a rush, then I will use a pencil. The pencil I'm using right now is the Anastasia Brow Wiz in dark brown. But like, say if that were to run out, then I would still have this on hand as a backup if I need to do my eyebrows in a rush. Just because I think pencils are quicker, especially when they have a spoolie attached to them. So if I'm in a rush, or like now I need to do my eyebrows, I find that when I need to do my eyebrows, the pencil is easier to use than the dip brow. So not a bad product. The only reason I really stopped using it is because I tried something else and liked it better. But that's what it looks like. It's really, really dark. So if you have dark, like really dark hair, or you're dark skin, this is definitely a good choice. The only thing is with this, it's soft, so you need to be careful, and it's not as thin as like the MAC brow pencils or the Anastasia brow pencils. The next item I talked about was this Revlon Photoready concealer, and this is in the shade Deep, and at the time I was using this under my eyes, and I don't use it anymore, but that's what it looks like. Color is really nice. I don't even know if they still make this, to be honest. This tube is probably at least a year old, so it's probably time for me to throw away. I haven't used it in ages, but it's a pretty good concealer from the drugstore. So if you're looking for a cheaper concealer, this one I like, but I also like the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. So either one of those are good options for if you're looking for a cheaper concealer and you're of my complexion, because I think it's really hard to find a good concealer in the drugstore if you're African American or, you know, any woman of color really. So definitely a nice product. I just have moved on to other things. The concealer that I use now on a daily basis is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, and I've been using that for probably about a year, and I like that one better because it gives me a little bit more coverage and I feel like it doesn't crease as easy. And then the last beauty item that I talked about in that video was a perfume, and this is Flowerbomb, which is ever so popular. And as you can see, this is my same bottle. This is the large bottle, and I've only used a little bit more than a third. So this has lasted me a while, and this, I feel like I wear it a lot. Like, I have a lot of perfume, so let's put that out there. So with having a lot of perfume, I switch up my perfume all the time. So it's really hard for me to get through a bottle of perfume because I just love the variety of having a lot of different scents. But as far, you know, with that being said, this is still a perfume that I feel like I turn to a lot for evenings. I usually always take this one out of town with me because I just love it. It's sweet. It's floral, but not overly floral. It's more of a oriental type scent. And I love it just as much now as I loved it back then. So if, you know, I know this is kind of on the expensive side. I think it's about $140, $130 for a bottle this size. But you can get the smaller size on something like this and it will last you a long time because you do not need a lot of this. I spray like 2 sprays and I'm good, and it lasts on me all night. So definitely a good fragrance to try out. And by the way, even though this is the same bottle, it still smells exactly the same. It has not spoiled. I keep my perfume in an area without windows or anything, so that keeps them longer. I did mention a couple of random favorites in that video, and one of them was my iMac computer. And of course, I still love that. I still have the same computer. It still works wonderfully. I use that for all my editing and all my blog posts and that type of stuff. Yeah, pretty much I use my iPad for everything else, like surfing the internet, but that computer I still use for, you know, my blog stuff and like paying bills and stuff like that. The other item I mentioned was a sweet gift from my sweet husband, and it was a purse. Isn't she gorgeous? So this is the Speedy B25 in the Empreinte leather, and the color is Orient, which is like a rust orange. In some lights it can look a little bit red, but it's definitely orange. So yeah, of course I still love this bag. This is still like one of my top bags. Like, it's held up so well. And on my other channel, which I neglect, but on my other channel I have some handbag reviews, and I don't have one of this one, but I do have a what's in my bag for this purse. I think it's on this channel, but I'll link it down below. But y'all let me know if you actually want to see a review on this like 2 years later. I've had this a full 2 years, and I have a pretty good handle on it. It is a purse that I carry. So if you're interested in seeing how this bag is held up, let me know in the comments down below, and I will post a review on my other channel. So make sure you subscribe to that. It's Randomly Aisha here on YouTube. But that link is always down below too, all the way at the bottom of the description box. So yeah, let me know about this, but I will tell you, I still love it. I think it's a great bag, and it's gonna last me for years. That is it for my Where Are They Now, for my September 2012 favorites. And I was pretty happy to go back and rewatch this video because most of the items have still stuck around, and I just, you know, they're still things that I use today. So I think that was a pretty good month back then. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you have any questions or comments on any of the items that I mentioned here. And I know, you know, this year has just been a crazy year. So I know I haven't been as steady with my blog posts or my videos, but I am doing the best I can. I've been really busy with work. Y'all know I have this house, and you know, I did move in at least I think about 3 or 4 months ago now. But it's just, you know, with a new house, there's always so much to do. Like, I'm still out buying stuff to decorate. I haven't even showed you my blog room because I don't feel like it's finished yet. But I'm thinking that I'm just gonna show it soon, because who knows when I'll finish it, you know. A house is never really complete. So yeah, I'm sorry for the lack of consistency in my videos, but I am doing the best I can. I still love doing videos. It's just that, you know, other things are going on in my life. So thank you guys for sticking by me and still supporting and, you know, commenting and liking my videos. And a lot of y'all have been around since the very beginning, and I notice you. Like, I noticed people that have probably commented on most of my videos for the 2 years I've been doing this. So thank you guys so much, and it really means a lot to me that people that don't even know me value my opinion. So anyway, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.